Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Silent Soul podcast. And today I'm going to talk about the fine line between selfishness and self-love with the topic, never too late to be yourself. Is doing what you love or becoming the fullest version of yourself selfish? First, let's define the terms. Selfishness is a self-centered way of living in which one only cares about one's own benefits and doesn't share or help others. Selfish people don't care to share the burdens of those around them, even though they can fully do so. They ignore others' needs for assistance regardless of the potential consequences for those people. They are willing to harm others' interests as long as it benefits them. So, what about self-love? It's the unconditional love, respect, and acceptance of who you are. Loving both the best and worst versions of yourself while acknowledging your mistakes and working to correct them. You don't punish or berate yourself. Instead, you give yourself hope and the opportunity to change for the better. Loving yourself is the foundation for loving the things around you. On the journey of self-love, you'll definitely hear things like, "You're so selfish," or "You only care about yourself." Maybe you've unintentionally crossed the fine line between selfishness and self-love. That's okay. Take some time to reflect on your thoughts and actions and adjust where necessary. Or perhaps those people simply don't understand the difference between these two concepts. They may be trying to gaslight you, making you see the negativity and discomfort they are projecting onto you, causing you to doubt yourself and your self-love journey. Loving yourself isn't easy. Actually, it's incredibly hard, especially if you've always lived to meet the expectations of others. Your parents, spouse, friends, colleagues, rarely voicing your own opinion and constantly blaming yourself. When you start loving yourself, you must do the complete opposite. Create new habits in your thinking and actions, which will lead to changes in how you see the world and your relationships. Eventually, you'll have new experiences that replace the old ones. And this is a long road. The reward doesn't lie at the end of the journey. It's in every step you take. So, don't focus too much on the final result. You can achieve fulfillment throughout the entire journey. Self-love is something you work on daily, and happiness will follow every single day. The idea of self-love can seem distant to some, not just because they don't understand it, but because they don't even know who they really are. While we may think we're being selfless by focusing on others, the truth is, it's not really selflessness. In fact, a person who loses a sense of self will ultimately rely on others, seeking support, validation, and approval. In one of my Oracle card decks, there's a card that asks, "List your favorite things in order." After I listed and ranked my favorite things, I flipped the card over. There was only one sentence. "Did you list yourself? And where did you rank?" That's when I realized I hadn't loved myself at all. I'd been seeking things outside of myself to satisfy my ego and feel more secure in front of others, hoping for positive judgment from those around me. Deep inside, I didn't feel good enough, so I tried to cover myself with something to hide my flaws. Instead of seeking validation from the outside, I started looking for strengths within myself. At this stage, we can temporarily put aside flaws. We'll deal with those later. List out your strengths. If you're unsure about any of them, find some evidence to support it. During this time, don't ask others about your strengths. Everyone has a different perspective on you, and it'll be completely different from how you see yourself. They might say something is a strength because it benefits them. At this point, meditation and self-reflection are incredibly important. One day, you'll realize your strengths and flaws. It's all fine because that's who you are. Accept your imperfections and adjust them as needed so that neither your strengths nor your weaknesses will bother you. Once you feel truly comfortable being alone, the next step is to start engaging in relationships again. Remember, take it one step at a time. You need to give those around you time to adjust to the new version of you. The people who truly align with you will stay in your life, and those who no longer benefit from the relationship will leave. Losing a few relationships is normal because you're not the same person anymore. You've changed, and your relationships will evolve accordingly. New relationships will come into your life, and they'll match the new version of you. Don't hesitate to love yourself. Start today. You're not selfish for loving yourself. Thank you for taking the time to listen to these thoughts. I hope everyone can find themselves and love both the best and worst parts. Bye for now, and see you in future episodes. Don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your story, like this video, and subscribe to support Silent Soul.